All right, guys, here's a script for today, Wednesday. Coach Danny put 12 new plays up. A lot of them are new and is already in huddle. So I'm going to hopefully give you guys some more detail, and I'm also going to work through it as I make this video. So the new run play is Seattle, okay? So the formation is Dubs right, H jet, Seattle cold. So it looks like the H is motioning, and then he's going to help secure the edge with the tight end, okay? The play side, outside receiver, we do block corners on Seattle. This is outside zone. So normally you're your first inside second level defender, but if you're the play side receiver, you are going to block the corner and try to attack him to the outside. Okay, for the old lineman, if you are covered, that means there is somebody in your gap, a D lineman in your gap. So in this instance, there's a defensive end here, okay? This guard is covered. Instead of flop and drive, his step is drop and drive. So drop his right foot back, drive his left foot forward, and strike for the outside shoulder of the defensive lineman, okay? If you're uncovered, okay, the steps are pull and overtake. So if this center, for example, was uncovered, the nose is on the backside, he's trying to pull for 3 steps, overtake this defensive, this end here, this 3 technique, and then push the guard to the next level. If he cannot overtake in 3 steps, then he works to the second level, okay? So that's the biggest difference between Zona and outside zone, Seattle, okay? We're, instead of flop and drive, we're dropping and driving. Instead of settle punch, we're pulling and overtaking, okay? On the backside, there might be some more specific rules that Coach Danny and Coach Burhab will tell you, but for play side, we got to really make sure everything is stretching to the outside. For the running backs, okay, your aiming point is going to be to the outside edge of the tight end under center, I believe, okay? If there is a defensive end or a linebacker that gets hooked by either the tight end or the H-back, you're going to bounce this to the outside, okay? There's a lot of space out here. Numbers hash sideline, get vertical once you get to the perimeter, okay? If a defensive end here is not allowing himself to be hooked, maybe he is taught keep your outside arm and leg free as a defensive end, okay? You are then going to bang this play back underneath the defensive end, okay? So our first rule is bounce. Our second rule would be bend underneath or bang underneath, okay? If the defensive end isn't getting reached and the 3 tech isn't getting reached, then you can bend this all the way back inside, okay? So the 3 rules for the running back, okay, his first aiming point is bounce outside. His second aiming point would be bang underneath the defensive end, and if there's the end and the 3 technique not being overtaken, he's going to bend this back inside, okay? So bounce, bang, bend back, all right? So last year when we ran Seattle, it was always just to the sideline, but once these guys, these defensive ends specifically, realize that you're trying to get to the sideline, they're going to overplay it, that's when we got to push this back inside, all right? So there's going to be a lot more detail on this play during today at practice, but O-lineman, drop and drive, pull and overtake, running backs, bounce, bang, bend. Okay, for the quarterback, you're going to really stretch out and get this ball to the running back probably a little at a sharper angle than you would on inside zone. All right, next play. Dubs left, H-jet, Playboy hot boot. Okay, we've ran this a lot. The H-back, okay, on the quarterback's booting away from you, you got to do a slice route. The motion is going away from the quarterback, so the X has a corner, the Z has the middle drag. All right, Playboy hot, elephants on parade to the left. Okay, Dubs left gun, H switch, Koi cold, cap 2. Okay, the Y is in the run play. Okay, he's got to be the second level puller. Make sure you're going underneath the guard here. Okay, we got the 2-man side is running the cap 2. Okay, and the single receiver side is running the snap route. Coach Danny wants the receivers to be really tight if they're running the snap. So make sure you guys are cutting your splits down. Quarterback, if we have numbers, grass, or leverage, take it. If we have a one-on-one with an off corner, take it. Otherwise, we should be giving this ball, okay? Next play. Okay, duo left. Okay, so let's look at this formation. We got the tight end, and we have the H-back to the left, okay? So duo, all right? This would be something we got to work on today at practice. That means the Z and the X are to the single receiver side. The way I remember this, duo is like triple, with the exception that the H is on the side of the Y, all right? So Y on the ball, H is off the ball as a wing, Z and the X are on the same side. So again, we kind of have to flip this in our brain a little bit. But again, if we went triple right, okay, the H would be to the right. If we go duo left, the Y and the H are on the left. Okay, Z-Jet, okay, Seattle hot. So the Z's motioning, and now we have the H and the Y trying to drop and drive and trying to get outside leverage on anybody to their left, okay? Backside receiver away from Seattle, you can go ahead and work for the second level defender, either a linebacker or a safety. You would not block the corner, but the play side outside receiver is trying to stretch anybody to his outside. Okay, Dubs right, H jet. Okay, axe Seattle cold. So same principle for the O lineman. 2 steps, make it look like run, and then we're going to get in pass pro. Okay, look at this for the center. Okay, this is unique to axe Seattle. Okay, since we have the H motioning, we need someone on this backside defensive end. It's going to be the center kind of looping back. Coach Danny will tell you the specific name for this play action by the center, but this is going to be something the center needs to know on axe Seattle cold, okay? Let's look at the routes, okay? We know Vegas is vertical, so the Z's vertical. The Y needs to get across and then back up the opposite hash. He's not going to flatten this one because there's no outside receiver running vertical. And then we got the H motioning running the middle seam. So we still have 3 guys down the middle of the field vertical, and we're going to tag the X on the drag, all right? Quarterback, if you got the one-on-one, take it. Otherwise, read the safeties, throw away from them. Your check down is the X on the drag, all right? So a lot going on here. You guys will go over this a lot with Coach Burrow and Coach Danny today. Okay, duo right. Okay, so the Y and the H are together on duo. Okay, the Z and the X are together on duo. Z jet, zona cold. Okay, so the H back now is going to be the split block since the Y is on the ball. Okay, so again, something that we got to think about here. If zona is to the side of the wing, he has to split back and block the defensive end, okay? If zona was away from the wing, he would just have his normal zona rules on the backside. So normally it's the Y that does this, but in this instance in duo, it's going to be the H. So Jaden Sandoval, Lujan, whoever plays H today, you got to make sure you're the one splitting back, okay? Quarterback, we got regular zona rules, make sure we're booting away to hold any extra defensive players on the backside, all right? Next play, Trey left, okay? Under center, tight default, H jet, Seattle cold. Okay, so the H is now going to be trying to hook anybody to his outside. The X is going to block the corner, and we are stretching this. Okay, running back, read the defensive end or the outside or the E-mole defender, end man on the line of scrimmage. Okay, we hook him, we bounce it. He defeats the block, we bang it underneath. If nobody is allowing themselves to get reach, we're going to bend it back underneath. Bounce, bang, bend. Very specific rules on this. Dubs right, H switch, chug, hot. Okay? JoJo. Okay, look what happens here. Chug, we know it's going to be the H-back is going to be, this actually would be the H-back, might be Jaden Sandoval. We know the H-back is going to be pulling and chug. Okay, so the tight end's on the ball. Let's look at this for a second. Dubs right, H switch, chug, hot. So this would be Dubs right, Y high, because normally in Dubs right, the Y would be off the ball. So let me edit this real quick. So Dubs right, Y high, H switch, chug hot. Okay, so since the Y is on the ball, the H is now part of the run game. So chug is counter to the left, okay? Lineman down, down, down. Make sure you got your double team calls. Work to the will linebacker. The guard is the kick out. The Y and the tackle are now the bang, seal, and wheel. And the H has to bend back and be the second level puller, okay? So again, a lot going on here. We'll work it today at practice. Okay, Dubs right, H jet, act, coy, hot, waggle, okay? All right, let's see here. H jet, okay, he's motioning to the side of the quarterback. That means the outside receiver has a corner, okay? Waggle, we got the push out by the Y. The X has the middle drag, okay? This pass protection, got to ask Coach Danny about this, okay? Act coy, no, we don't. Act coy, okay, we're selling coy to the left, and then the act is now 2 steps and pass pro, okay? The H is not in the run action because we have a waggle call, okay? So, again, U5 and the running back are responsible for the pass protection here. Quarterback, boot, low to high, all right? Low to high. This H might want to get a little wider here to make the separation a little cleaner. Dubs right, H jet, axe Seattle cold, Y sail. Okay, so axe Seattle cold again. This center is going to do this little pull out, drop and pull kick out. H jet sail. Okay, so the Y has a high corner, flattened versus a deep safety. Okay, the Z's got to get a clear out post. The H has the low route, and then the X has a backside dig. This is just something we got to remember, like a dagger concept. Okay, again, something that we've worked a little bit like in early April, but not in camp so far. So we got the corner, we got the post, and then we got a backside dig. Quarterback, high to low, backside dig. Okay, triple right. All right, so now a regular triple. The call is to the receivers. Okay, the Y is away from the call. We got H, Z, and X in triple. H jet, Seattle hot. Okay, so duo and triple will be called today. Okay, and triple left gun. So on a gun call, the Y is going to be outside of the tackle box. Okay, he's not going to be attached. Okay, cap 3. Zone of cold, cap 3. All right, guys, a lot of new stuff. I'm going to send you the link to the video. These are the plays we're running at practice.